7 months ago as a new concept, more like a butchery and seafood. Yeah, you choose, you tell us what you want, you know, we make it steam style, Chinese style, barbecue, in the salt crust, the fish, you know, and the Wagyu steaks we have here also, from the ribeye to T-bone steaks, we have everything.
Will you be cooking live as well? Or?
Yes, that's why it's on the show, you know. I like it actually when the guests actually can see what the chefs are doing. Because, you know, sometimes when you sing all the time, you sit in a restaurant and you see no chef at all, you don't know really what happened. And, you know, maybe, you know, they do some monkey business, you know. But yeah, here, you can come, you can see, watch us, you know, when we cook, no problem at all, please, be my guest.
What's the special thing about Maldivian cuisine?
The special thing about Maldivian cuisine, Maldivian cuisine, I have also actually, we have one special night on a Friday, which is pure Maldivian items. Because it's such beautiful actually. It's not only about Maldivian tuna curry, actually they have chicken items, they have this beautiful, they call it shorties. These are all this kind of like bean cakes, you know, and also of course tuna cakes, chicken cakes, and all sorts of stuff actually. I have in total, I have 7 Maldivian chefs. And they're great, you know. At the beginning, nobody really knew about Maldivian cuisine. Then I started here and I asked the boys, okay, you know, what are you guys eating actually at home? So, and they came up with dishes and dishes, and it was easy to create a whole event out of it. And it's amazing. The guests are loving it, I love it, you know. Of course, sometimes it's a little bit too spicy for me, I must admit. You know, it's sometimes tough, but I go through it, you know. So, and they have all the samples, you know. They have this coconut samples, they have this kind of fried curry leaves, they have this kind of nuts. What you guys always have actually, they chew it kind of like a snack in between. Wow. It's kind of like a cigarette for them. It's really great stuff.
Where do you get your produce
from all over the world. I think that is actually the biggest challenge for the chefs here in the Maldives, because we are so remote, and you on the local market, honestly speaking, it's, yeah, the seafood is great, but the vegetables and the other products are, yeah, not so amazing.
So you don't locally produce a lot of things.
You, the best products actually from the Maldives for me is the papaya. It's awesome. I could eat it 24 hours.
So
yeah,
sweet.
it is amazing. Yeah. The first time when I had this papaya here, I was just, because I mean in Germany you get the papaya, you know, you pay a lot of money and it's a small thing like that and it tastes like nothing. And here, you know, and it's true. It's true. It's really true. And here you come and it's just the color, just this orange bright color. You know, you just want to eat it when you see it directly. So it's amazing. Yeah. But mainly it's also what's the tuna. I mean the Maldivian tuna is world famous. Yeah, it's a great product, and especially also the fish, the reef fish here. That's why I only, in this resort you will not find actually a salmon on the menu. Because for me it's crazy when I buy actually, let's say, salmon from Australia, which comes in frozen, or even 2 days history. And here, every morning my fisherman is coming actually, I have my own fisherman, you know. He comes every morning, cool guy actually, nice moustache, really nice, relaxed guy. And you know, he tells, oh chef, I have this, okay, I take this, I take this, I take this. Okay. And then we're all happy, you know. And you just taste it, you know. As a chef, it's so easy with this product to make something great actually, because you have to do not much. You know, you only put it on the barbecue, a little bit seasoning, a little bit lemon juice, you know, maybe a little bit of garlic, but that's it, because the fish has so nice flavor, because it's so fresh. You know, me especially from Europe, I'm from Germany, fresh fish means for us pretty much the fish is already 3 days old.
Yeah.
You know, when they, you know, they catch it, okay, it comes to the supplier brings it to the supermarket, and then you pick it up. So it's 3 days old, but that's for me fresh. But when you come actually here, you know, in the Maldives or also in some other Asian countries, you know, that's really fresh. So at the beginning, when the first time when I really came to Asia, I was just blown away from the difference.
You're all the way from Germany, right? So what brings you, how did you end up in Maldives, Chef?
Quite frankly speaking, so for my whole journey is all surprises. I not really planned it. It's, I was before in Cyprus. I was working in Cyprus, I had 2 years in Cyprus. And
Starwood group as well? Or?
No, it was after Cyprus I went actually to W Maldives, and that was the first time that I joined Starwood. Yeah. And in Cyprus I was just like, you know, as a chef you feel at one point, okay, you have done your thing, you know, you have created your restaurant, you know, you have done the challenges, you have implemented new systems, and you know, your boys are good, your sous chefs, okay, they come to the next level, they want actually to step in your chair. You know, you can feel, you know, the young boys are pushing behind you, and like, come on, you know, old man, go away. So at that point I said, you know, I need a new challenge. So, and then one of my friends actually, yeah, he brought the attention to me for W. And I said, you know, Maldives, why not? You know, I've never been to Maldives, yeah. Happy days, try it out. So it was a complete new and different experience. Yeah, but I love it. That's why I'm here since three and a half years already. 2 years W, 1.5 years now Sheraton, and I just love it. It's, especially with the traveling, it's so easy for me, you know, from here to, you know, Malaysia, wherever I want to go. It's as we said, it's 3 hours. It's nothing. When I go from Germany, you know, it's much longer. So I can experience all the beautiful food and all the different cultures. So that's all, yeah. Oh, you know what? Let me just go behind because then I can give you also some sneak snacks so you have something to eat on the side if you don't mind.
Okay.
Yeah? This is Lano di Gallo. I'm very proud and happy to get it finally. It took me pretty much 3 months to get this special ham. It's from Italy, it's from Tuscan, and it's actually they cure it for 6 to 7 months in a marble cave.
This is ham.
It's a hat.
This is a ham, yeah.
Wow, this is
Yeah.
Why is it so white?
Because it's actually, to be honest with you, it's the pure fat from the pork belly.
Oh.
I know, but it is beautiful. I'll tell you, it is beautiful.
Chef, what's your own favorite food here? What favorite dish?
I get it all the time, this question, and all the time I actually answer, you know what, I don't have a favorite dish. My favorite food is just good food. You know, as long as it's good prepared, you know, even a grilled cheese and ham sandwich can be a great thing. So that's why I believe, seriously, all cuisines can be good cuisines. As long as you respect the product, as long as you really respect the procedure, how to do it, you know. Some chefs say no, only Italian cuisine or only Asian cuisine. No, not for me. I like everything, you know. Even when I went to Bangkok and on this street markets, we have all these beautiful salads and this pad thai, classic pad thai. It's beautiful. You know, at lunchtime, why not? It doesn't have to be all the time a Philly Willing.
Yeah. What do you think of fusion cuisine?
Fusion is a nice thing if you don't go too far from it. You know? Because I think many chefs have agreed now on the saying fusion can be also confusion. You know, you should be you should be still. I mean, when you have a dish and you go in a restaurant and you get a dish, you should be still be able to actually recognize what do you have on the plate. And when you eat it, you should realize, oh, that's this flavor, that's this flavor. Sometimes it's nice to play around for the chefs, yes, to have different structures and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, when the guest is just sitting there and say, like, okay, is it eatable actually? I don't know. You know, then I'm not a big fan from that. And I think also most of the people actually go back to the basics. You know, when they say, you know, I want food, because at the end of the day, what is your favorite food? When you, let's say you travel a lot, I believe, since you're, yeah? So, but when you go home,
What do I like?
what do you like? You like the food most probably which you grow up with.
Right.
Your comfort food.
Yeah.
It's all about really for me the fresh products and the good ingredients. Because then as a chef it's easy actually. You don't have to do much. You just have to, I think that's the chef's job. You have to put the things in the right way together. You know, it's not about really, you know, being fancy and fancy. When the plate looks beautiful, like a nice picture, that's fine for me. But when the taste is not there, then I'm not happy. Like Italy. You go to Italy and you order a risotto. You don't see any fancy decoration on the risotto. No, you get a risotto on the plate, but the taste. You know, the risotto rice with the parmesan cheese is melting in your mouth, and this is the whole experience for me about food. You know, that you really have the whole sense, you know, everything is just combined in one thing, the whole experience. You sit with some couple of friends, you know, and have a glass of wine, have your risotto, or have your appetizer, or here, you know, in Thailand, in Cambodia, you go on the street and have just a snack on the side. That's what it is, you know.
In your past 3 years you've been here, what has been your greatest challenge?
My greatest challenge, to put this team together. Actually, I mean, at the beginning, this Sheraton is now 2.5 years.
Yeah.
2.5 years, so it was kind of rebranded, and before there was a local company. And they not really enhanced actually the spirit from my chefs. And as I said, I have 7 local chefs and they never come up with any recipes. So I actually went in the kitchen and their voice, you know, what do you want to do? You know, come on, you know, of course, yeah, I'm the big chef. At the end of the day, I tell you, you know, I want this, we do it like this, we do like this. But you have so much potential in your kitchens, you know. The guys here, like Silva behind you, he's like a sponge. When I tell him something, when I explain it, you can feel it. You know, he's absorbing the knowledge, you know, and he wants more, he wants more. So why I should use also the creativity from my chefs. So, and to make this understand to my chefs, to my new team, that I think was the greatest challenge. Because at the beginning, everybody was afraid about me. Just because I'm the chef, and I don't like that. You know, yes, there is a certain respect level because I'm the chef, but they shouldn't be afraid about me. They should come to me and talk, chef, I have a new idea. Because that's what I also want. When they come when you go on a holiday and they experience different cuisine, of course it's nice, you know, I do the same. When I go for holidays, hopefully next time when I go to Malaysia, I have the same. You know, I come back and I just said, you know, I've seen this and this, and I want to do it then, you know.
So why did you become a chef?
Why I became a chef? First of all, it's simple. My parents, they were both working. So at one point, it was actually at the age of 6. So I went to school, of course. I came back in the afternoon. And my mom was still working, my daddy was still working. And the only thing what I heard, so, okay, you have to wait until I come home and then I will make you some food. But at one point, you know, I was not happy with it. So I just took pretty much the cooking books from my mom and I started cooking. So pretty much with the age of 7, then I kind of like built up my own little basics, my own little kitchen. And then my mom helped me with buying from the supermarket some stores,
Okay.
you know, told me how to organize actually that we can survive. You know, she gave me kind of like also, she gave me some pocket money, said, okay, this is it for the whole week, and you have to feed the family. And cooking is all about experience. Of course, you know, I have many things at the beginning just went straight in the dustbin because I screwed up, let's be honest. You know, but it's all about, you know, failure, and you have to find out what works together and what not. You know? I mean, the best example is also then again my dad. My dad is now retired, and he decided now, okay, now I become a hobby chef. So now he's calling me all the time and asking me for recipes and for ideas. And I told him, you know what, just try out. And since 1 year he's cooking and he's happy. You know, my mom can relax at home. She has to do pretty much nothing anymore. But sometimes he's also funny. I mean, last time he called me and he said, I cooked a bolognese. But I did it with a twist, with a little fusion. And when he says fusion, then I get nervous. But that's only, you know, when you try it out, you will find if it's right or not. So that's why. So and then,
Do you have any advice for young up-and-coming chefs, or people aspiring to be chefs?
yes, first advice is don't think it's easy. Because people think now in our times the chef job became very popular through the TV, which is great. Because actually now people respect the job much more and appreciate also the hard work which is really behind it. Before nobody really understood what's going on in the kitchen. But it's not, I mean, in the TV it looks always very simple and easy. At the end of the day, before you come to the whole TV thing, or you come actually to this level, you know, I can do nice things like this now. You know, talk with nice friendly people and, you know, have a little chit chat and cook a little bit on the side. But before that, actually you have to earn your stars in the kitchen. You know, kitchen is still a little bit like a military. There's a lot of ranking and a lot of respect also involved because it's such a high pressure environment also. You know, everybody wants to be, of course, the best. So you start on the bottom. And yes, you get yelled at. Yes, you are working 14 hours a day. Yes, sometimes you're working in seasons. When I was working in Switzerland, I was working 7 days a week for 4 months straight. You know, after that you're exhausted. But that's all the experience, you know. Yes, you have the old chef who's standing in front of the bus and he's continuously yelling at you. Why? Because he wants to make you actually better. At the beginning you don't understand it. When I was 22, I was like, oh, this crazy man, you know, what he wants from me, you know, why? Come on. You know, chill out. But no, of course not. You know?
Now you're that crazy old man.
No, I take the crazy, but we skip the old one. No, I'm 27 actually. I'm 27, yeah. I know I look much older, but that's the whole plan. When I'm 30, I cut off the mustache, you know, and then I look at 25 again.
No,
Damn it.
Yeah. But please enjoy. So there we have salada, you know, just on a simple grissini with a little bit. Actually, there's also a pumpkin oil from France. So that's also the thing, you know, as a chef, as I said. You combine the different things. You combine the perfect elements. So, you know, the ham, the pumpkin oil with a little bit enough flavor, and then you have a nice little olive. And simple but very effective, and it's just beautiful. And the ham, you know, it's just melting in your mouth. It's pretty much like butter. You know, it just goes really away.
No more, I mean.
it's delicious. It's fatty, salty,
What oil was it?
all in the right dimensions.
Pumpkin seed oil, yeah. You know, many people also, when they talk about oils, they always talk only about olive oil. Yeah, extra virgin olive oil, drop oil. But there's so many different oils outside in the world. You know, hazelnut oil, walnut oil, pumpkin oil. You know, all this extreme, really beautiful, flavorful oil. So the oils can be actually the perfume from the kitchen. At the end of the day, it doesn't have to be, especially now in this environment. When we have 30 degrees, it's very hot. Do I want to give you like a heavy sauce bechamel or something like that? No, you wouldn't enjoy that, you know. But just the oil, just to enhance the flavor, just to really like, hey, you play around with the flavors a little, but you keep
Very
it
good,
rich.
chef.
Yeah,
I can
thank
see
you.
it was worth the wait.
Fantastic. Good.